MLB The Show has Saturday Night Baseball from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's. Jake Junis, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, and if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Solarte's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing going. Look out over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be. When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Here's a high pop-up. Torres is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. In now, Freddie Santos. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball that just misses inside. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
And he got him at first on a ball that was already into left field. That's a heck of a play to get the first out. A chance now from McKay to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you better look out for Lucas Duda. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. His career numbers against Minaya. He's 3 for 9. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty on his horse. And the inning is over. Second inning upcoming here in KC with no score. Here's Chris Davis now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And they start him out away with a cold strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch coming, here it is. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops, ball 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Slow grounder to first. High hop, and he barehands it. What a play. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. So 1-1. High pop up. Torres is right there. And that will retire the side. Here's Lucas Duda now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike two. And that one just missed outside. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball three. Jorge Bonifacio will be next. Count remains full. Hit well towards the hole. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hats off to that one.
Right fielder.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Jorge Bonifacio. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. So next to the plate for the Royals, Yonhervis Solarte is ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The windup and the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. Right there is Reyes. Tough throw to first. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. KC down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third. Have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. 0-2. Here it comes. Softly hit here to the left side. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Batting ninth, third baseman number 8.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. First offering on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Altair is after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Riding in once again, Andreas Dorta. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Hit hard to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. One left for Oakland. Ready now, Aaron Altair. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Line to the right side, but foul.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back. Just missed that one, fouled that one off really hard.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Batting 8.
Now to the plate, Peter Borges. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a fastball just a bit high. Liner toward right center. And the Royals are in the hit column. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Raul Mondesi is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. 2-0. 2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
3-1 to him now. Called strike, and that'll run it full. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a flare out to left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Freddie Santos becomes out number 2 this inning. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. The 1-1. It's the outside corner for the second strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Very weakly on the ground. Mondesi stands at second with 2 gone. Popped him up. Heading after it is Piscotty, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. But the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Salvador Perez. He flew out in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air into foul territory behind first. Olsen will put this one away. Digging in to try it again. A.J. Pollock. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'd look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And they are able to get the out at first. But more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
In now, Stephen Piscotty. As he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Here's Chris Davis now. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And, they say he beat the throw, safe at third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. So no runs. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting slugger and USC product Lucas Duda settles in to start out the inning. Duda absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Count still at 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Pollock patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Yonhervis Solarte is on deck. Ground ball right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Ready for another chance? Yonhervis Solarte. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1 the count. Bonifacio stands at first with 1 out. A shot down the first baseline. And that's through for a hit. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Aaron Altair, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out and a runner on second base. 1-1 to Aaron Altair. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Ball 2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's Peter Borges standing in. Runner in scoring position with Jugón. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 2 hits here for KC. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Perez corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Davis is retired, and there's 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Jonathan Lucroy, a base hit in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Lucroy, a native Floridian. He's got plenty of contract security. This is the first year of a new 5-year deal.
Hey, he's certainly earned this long-term deal, but you have to assume that the last couple years on this thing, they are not going to get the return on their investment. They are expecting production early and often.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Lifted the other way out to left center. Altair moving in. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Hit out towards second. And that's out number 1.
Up next for the Royals.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Freddie Santos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotti on his horse. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Ramon Torres. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Heading after it is Piscotti, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The next 0-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. And he is in there.
Boy, D-Row, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball in a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Pollock has a read on it, and the inning is over. 1 left for third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
The bouncer to the left side. Torres takes it in. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andreas Dorta. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Popped him up. Perez over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, A.J. Pollock. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Pollock in front. 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far, and he's back easily. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to center. Borges is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's Lucas Duda now. No hits to this point.
Leading off for the Royals.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Lucas Duda.
Way in front of that fastball.
0-1.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up. You can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Lucas Duda becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jorge Bonifacio is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Digging in and looking for more. Jon Hervis Solarte.
Jon Hervis Solarte.
Now you see the A's manager up out of the dugout on his way toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Emilio Pagan will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. The 0-1 on its way. And a bouncing ball, foul. One and 2, the counts of the Royals shortstop. Pagan, a native of South Carolina. He was taken in the 10th round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Aaron Altair is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs, and you're down 0-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
2-0 now. Davis on at first, nobody out. Outside, 3-0 now.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
Here it is, the 3-0. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Riding in once again, Chris Davis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. Throw to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 pitch. And this one misses for ball 4, and now that'll load him up here with nobody out. Digging in once again, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
1-1 the count now.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
The 2-1 home is laid off for ball number 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he takes a called third strike, and that's a big one as the bases stay loaded here with 1 out in the inning now. Ready once again, Jose Reyes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On its way is pitch number 75. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And a good call as they pitch out there, but Reyes isn't going yet. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Zipchinski, or just Zep for simplicity's sake. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, nothing has been...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in now for Kansas City, Peter Borges.
Leading off for the Royals.
First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Now batting, second baseman.
And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Raul Mondesi. Now a bunt attempt here. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Freddie Santos. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second, and there's out number 2.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
0-1 the count. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Davis is under it, and the inning is over. Royals. Brandon Maurer
takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Throw will not be in time, so good hustle there is now the possible tying run is aboard to lead things off here. Striding in for Oakland, A.J. Pollock. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Borges is there. Makes the play, 1 away. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Dorta, base runner at first with 1 out. One-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Up next for Oakland.
Here's Chris Davis now. The lifetime numbers for him against Brandon Maurer. He's 3 for 15. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Davis waits on the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. The 1-0. Misses inside off the plate.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation. Not
surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready for another chance? Jorge Bonifacio. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Davis is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Michael Givens comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Leading off the inning, Chris Davis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. He's set, and the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
The 0-1 delivery. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Davis waits on the 1-1. Hit well towards the hole. Mondesi picks it up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. There is Solarte. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Royals will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Royals led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jake Just over the river from Windsor. So stepping in, Andreas Dorta. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First delivery to him on the way. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Standing in, A.J. Pollock, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Pollock is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Next up for the A's, Stephen Piscotty. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And now pitch on the way. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one. Digging in, Bruce McIntosh. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Bruce McIntosh.
Check swing called strike, 0-1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
Now another 0-2. Hit out towards second. Dorta ranges to his left, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
One out, nobody on. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. To first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Next for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Is looked at for the first strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he fouls this one off. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. We'll move on to the 2nd inning. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Drilled right back up the middle. And that will be the first hit for the Athletics thus far. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second. Here's Hanley Ramirez. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Here's Chris Davis now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Here comes the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jonathan Lucroy. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 1-0 the count. Here comes the 1-0. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Now the 2-0. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. McIntosh is there. And that ends the inning. Nick Castellanos now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Nick Castellanos.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw by Reyes is right there for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan Lucroy can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ronald Torreyes. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. A ball and no strikes.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2. Now the 2-0. Three and 0 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Popped him up.
In comes Piscotty.
He can't get there, so the inning will continue. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
The count now at 2-2. 2-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's another 2-2. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that gets over the wall now, but both runners will score anyway. Next for the Tigers, Kurt Cabrera comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. McCann at second with 2 down. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Wind up and the 0-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Reyes stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down. Striding in for Oakland, Andreas Dorta, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw won't get him.
Center fielder, number 11.
Digging in for his second at-bat, A.J. Pollock. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch. High pop-up. Cabrera is calling for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in to try it again, Bruce McIntosh. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Popped him up. Ramirez in foul ground, makes the play, 1 away.
Batter number 7.
Ready for another chance, Dan Lane. 0 for 1 here in the early going. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Miguel Cabrera was a strikeout victim in his first try. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 out, nobody on. One 0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
3-0 to him now. Here it is, the 3-0. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Back up the middle, and Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit. Great job there of cashing in on the 3-1 count to extend the inning. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
And that gets over the wall now, but both runners will score anyway. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ronald Torreyes. He drew a walk his first time up. They'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Blowing away as he misses again, 2-0. Torreyes, the former Yankee, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Pollock giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball lined softly down the left field line, but this will be a foul ball. Towards second. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ramirez, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yanked on the ground down the line. Ready with the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ripped down the line. Ramirez leads off first with 1 away. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Next up for the A's, Jonathan Lucroy. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the A's. Next up for Detroit, Jose Iglesias. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Lofted in the air out to right field. Dorta moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, James McCann. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate. Curveball that time, not even close.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Kurt Cabrera. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. The 2-1 home. Grounded to third. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Ready for another shot now. Bruce McIntosh. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2, scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Digging in once again, Dan Lane. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Liner toward right center. Piscotty is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Reyes. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Now here it comes. Hit to first. Cabrera's got it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Settling in now, Mike Moustakas. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Moustakas, 30 years of age. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract.
Hey, I know multi-year deals can be scary, but this guy is in the prime of his career right now. I expect this to be a win-win for him and the ball club.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Again, he sends it out of play. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Andreas Dorta. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Batty, you can't hold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Ready once again, Miguel Cabrera. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
24, Miguel Cabrera.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1's the count.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Hit in the air to shallow center. Coming in is Pollock. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. To short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Iglesias now is short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here's Chris Davis now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they've put in play against him.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Castellanos. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in, Hanley Ramirez. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now this will head for the 345 sign as it's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
No hits to this point. One and one, the count to Chris Davis.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Ramirez stands at second with two gone. The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shoots this one over to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is left for Oakland. And this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Leading up for the Tigers.
First pitch on its way. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias. First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. And this misses as it moves to 2-0 now on the Tigers shortstop.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. And there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 34.
Standing in, James McCann. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. So digging in now, Jonathan Lucroy, 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Soft liner to the right side, and this will be put away easily for the out. Digging in, Jose Reyes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The pitch. Fouled away. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And there's ball 1.
Now Reyes awaits the 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Swing, and Moustakas sends a drive to right. This ball's got some carry, and this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Moustakas. Home run number 5 on the year, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Man, he's kicking himself after that pitch. As soon as it left his hand, he knew it was a mistake. The next thing he knew, it was screaming through the night sky and over the fence.
Boyce Hart comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th. Into the box, Andreas Dorta. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Count even now at 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. So coming to the plate, A.J. Pollock.
The center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
First pitch on its way. A wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And no advance. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Popped him up. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Here's another 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So a big moment here, and standing in, Stephen Piscotty. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. McCann has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Stepping in and ready.
Leading off for the Tigers, center fielder
Yusmeiro Petit gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 36.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Now the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Tigers as their leadoff hitter's on base.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting his baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And a huge insurance run is in to score all the way from first.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Ready once again, Nicholas Castellanos. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half, 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Jeimer Candelario. He was a ground out victim last time up. No balls and a strike to count. Lane is off at first with 2 away. Pitch outside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Right there is Reyes. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So Daniel Stump is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Riding in once again, Chris Davis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He doubled his last time through.
Hanley Ramirez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Count now, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit toward the hole. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Designated hitter.
Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Matt Olson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Digging in once again, Jonathan Lucroy. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ramirez, the runner at first with 2 gone.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. In the dirt here. The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Runner on first with 2 away.
To the left side, but it's well fouled. Hard hit ball to second. Torres fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ronald Torres the next to bat. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. In there, and it's 0-1. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Davis is under it. One away. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Petit waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now. James McCann, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0 is a curveball taken low for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hold strike on the change. 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 3 up. Back here at the home of the Tigers, Comerica Park, as we get a shot of nighttime Detroit.
61, James Green.
First pitch on its way. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run for Jose Reyes. First home run of the campaign for him, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And Moustakas is aboard. It's a base hit. So the 9-hole hitter comes through with the base hit, and that brings up the top of the order now with nobody out.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Standing in now, Andreas Dorta, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The Athletics find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs.
Hit high and deep to left field. McIntosh racing back at the track. That one is out of here. This game is tied. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and we are tied again.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Center fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. He swings and grounds it to short. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Warwick Southpole is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Stephen Piscotty is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. The 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. To Iglesias for 1. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone! And with 2 out in the 9th, they have taken the lead. So a solo shot here to left center field as they've taken a 1-run lead. Here's Hanley Ramirez. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. McIntosh there to put it away, and Michael Taylor will pinch hit here, and he's the potential.
Number 3, Michael Taylor.
Liam Hendricks comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. So the tying run is aboard here in the 9th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Digging in and looking for more, Dan Lane. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Just hung in there on that one. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And this will get taken in at first for the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And that's going to be your final out here, and the A's have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Oakland put up 4 runs in the 9th inning to carry them to the victory. Yusmeiro Petit claims the win out of the pen, his first. Liam Hendricks wraps it up for the save, his 3rd of the campaign.
So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 7 runs on 13 hits.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the AL West, the A's completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 13-4. The Kansas City Royals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 6-1. The Astros picked up 14 hits in total as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-3. The Angels combined to give up just 5 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 6-4. Nathan Eovaldi earned the 3rd W of his season as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 6-5. The Red Sox smacked 15 team hits as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles 6-5. They now have 5 straight wins. Jose Abreu was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs as the Chi Sox got the win over the Indians 5-1. The New York Yankees pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 4-2. The Atlanta Braves hit 3 long balls as they bested the visiting Nats 5-4. The Marlins pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 3-0. Kyle Schwarber had a home run and 3 RBIs, helping lead the Cubbies to a victory over the Mets 3-2. The Reds earned the 3-game series sweep as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-3. Brian Dozier was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits as the Cardinals took care of the Brewers 5-4. Corey Seager had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, leading the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks